Hello boys and girls, it's Aunty Mimmi here. Today our fun little book is called Spot's Hospital Visit. Sounds fun, doesn't it? If you've not already subscribed to the channel, please do so now. Then sit back, get comfortable and let's begin. I'm ready, Spot shouted to Tom and Helen. They were going to see Steve, who was in hospital with a broken leg. Tom had a ball for Steve, and Helen was taking her doctor's bag and flowers. I have some fruit for Steve, said Spot, popping a grape into his mouth. We better hurry or there won't be any left, Helen told him. Hi, Spot. At the hospital, they found Steve's room and peeped in. Steve waved. He was happy to see his friends. Thanks for coming, he called. I love visitors, especially when they bring me presents. There's Steve. Spot was staring at the plaster cast on Steve's leg. Doesn't that hurt? He asked. Not at all, said Steve. Anyway, it's coming off tomorrow. What, your leg? Gasped Tom. No, silly, just the cast. Thanks for the presents. Who's been writing on your cast? Asked Spot. Steve laughed. All my friends here. The doctors and nurses and some of the children too. I want to write my name, said Spot. So he did. And then Tom drew a funny face. Me next. What's this handle for? Tom asked as he started to turn it. Steve's head and shoulders rose into the air. Hey, look at that, shouted Tom. Spot found another handle on the other side of the bed and began turning. Steve's feet went up. Be careful, Steve yelled. You're not supposed to do that. I might break something else. Hey, stop that. What's all the noise? Suddenly the door opened and Nurse Rabbit came in with a wheelchair. Here, Steve, she said, why don't you take your friends to the playroom? Look at all these toys, said Tom. I like this train, said Spot. Helen went to her doctor's bag and took out a green mask and gown. Catch, Steve. Let's play doctor, said Helen. So Tom sat down and Helen listened to his chest. He began to laugh and twist around. Sit still, Helen ordered. You don't laugh and fool around when a real doctor examines you. But you're tickling me, giggled Tom. Take a deep breath. Let's pretend Spot has a broken leg, said Helen. She unrolled a bandage and wound it round Spot's leg. Put Spot in your pushchair, Helen, shouted Steve. I'm just like Steve. Tom, look at Spot, said Steve. But Tom wasn't there. Helen wheeled Spot into the hall and Steve followed. Where can Tom be? He asked. Where is Tom? They looked in the X-ray room. This is the machine that took pictures of my leg, Steve told them. I know about X-ray machines, said Helen. They're like cameras, but they take pictures of your bones. I don't see Tom in here, said Steve. Do you? What's that? As the three friends turned around to leave, a loud voice shouted, "Boo!" They all jumped. There sat Tom. He'd been hiding under a sheet all the time. Did I scare you? He laughed. Visiting time was over, so they said goodbye to Steve and went to Spot's house. Sally was at the door. Spot, she cried, what happened to your leg? Don't worry, Spot told her. Helen was just playing doctor. My poor Spot. I like the hospital, said Spot. We had fun. I think I'd like to be a doctor when I grow up. Maybe you will, said Sally, But in the meantime, Steve will soon be out of hospital and you can all play doctor at home. Great, said Spot. I want to be a doctor. Well, that was a fun little book today, wasn't it, boys and girls? I do hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. As always, I want you to be kind to one another, look after one another, and try and have some fun every single day. Until next time, bye-bye.